We're talking to officers and firefighters about their night on State Street. We have an update on arrests
and the Big Blue Nation ready to follow the Kentucky Wildcats to Indianapolis for the Final Four.
Spring finally doing its thing across central and eastern Kentucky. I'm Chief Meteorologist Chris Bailey, and I'm tracking 70 just ahead.
Tracking, alerting, protecting. This is WKYT News at 4:30.
Good afternoon, Jennifer Palumbo and Sam Dick reporting. And then there were four. The NCAA basketball tournament is down to its final four teams.
And that's leaving cheers for UK fans, of course, tears and many broken brackets. Brian Webb has a preview of this weekend's Final Four.
68 teams less than 2 weeks ago are now down to just four: Duke, Wisconsin, Michigan State, and Kentucky. The undefeated Wildcats, with a 38-0 record, are now 2 wins away from becoming the first team since 1976 to finish the season undefeated. To get to the Final Four, the unbeaten Wildcats got all they could handle from the Fighting Irish of Notre Dame, one shot away from losing a stunner. Instead, the top seed of the tournament won 68-66. Kentucky will now face Wisconsin, a matchup of two #1 seeds. The Wisconsin Badgers roared past the Arizona Wildcats 85-78. The Wisconsin-Kentucky game will be a rematch of the 2014 Final Four contest won by Kentucky by 1 point.
I think last year we got a little overexcited just going to the Final Four, and this year, it's time to go to a game further and win a national championship.
On Sunday, the lowest seeded team to survive, #7 Michigan State, proved they're peaking at the right time. Considered down and out 6 weeks ago, the Spartans beat the #4 seed Louisville Cardinals in overtime, 76-70.
And then it'll be fun to go to work and see if we can keep this magical journey going.
Michigan State will take on a team even more familiar with the Final Four. The Duke Blue Devils will make their 16th trip after outlasting the #2 seed Gonzaga 66-52. The last time the Blue Devils advanced to the Final Four was 2010 when they won the tournament. Brian Webb for CBS News, New York.
And you can watch the Final Four beginning on Saturday. Tip-off for Duke and Michigan State is set for 6:09. Kentucky will once again play the second game, UK and Wisconsin. It's a rematch scheduled for a tip-off at 8:49 again Saturday night. Both games will be on TBS. The championship game is a week from today, right here on WKYT. Big Blue Nation making plans to see the Cats in Indianapolis. Hotel rooms are really hard to find this morning in Indy. While many people don't have tickets to the Final Four, tourism leaders say they can still take in the sights of the city and Fan Fest.
They're all free events for the most part, other than Fan Fest. And with that just comes the opportunity to engage so many people.
The UK Alumni Association also has details on travel packages that include hotel rooms and tickets. Well, police officers and firefighters are resting up after a pretty busy weekend. Many worked overnight Saturday, making sure that students celebrate UK's big win responsibly.
And they say their procedures and tactics this past weekend worked. They're reporting arrest and injury numbers are down. WKYT's Kristen Kennedy is on State Street breaking down the weekend numbers.
You can call this the epicenter of student celebrations. It's the corner of State and Elizabeth, and it's where firefighters and police officers kept a close eye on crowds. Saturday night's big win brought out a big, loud crowd.
If you don't bleed blue, you're wrong, baby. You're wrong, because the Cats are #1. If you don't bleed blue, you're wrong. That's all I got.
Officers say this crowd was actually more tame than ones they've covered in years past.
We had 18 arrests, and in each of these cases, the people who were arrested were charged with either alcohol intoxication and disorderly conduct. And usually the disorderly conduct stemmed from the fact that people had had a little bit too much to drink.
Firefighters say they put out many fires along State and Elizabeth and surrounding streets, all of which they called small.
For the most part, I believe it was like, spur of the moment type things, people setting their t-shirt on fire or maybe a pizza box or something like that. No houses or cars.
Firefighters were able to put out flames pretty quickly with portable extinguishers. It's equipment they'll have back out next weekend just in case crowds try and set similar small items on fire.
All the firefighters in the crowd are organized into teams, and they have fire extinguishers with them, so they are able to handle the smaller fires.
Out of the 8 hospital transports, firefighters say one was for an allergic reaction from all the smoke on State Street. Another was for burns, and the rest were alcohol intoxication. In Lexington, Kristen Kennedy, WKYT.
Lexington police say there were no injuries to any of their officers or any cases of assault.
We picked the wrong day to work inside, didn't we? Beautiful day out there. It's finally starting to look like spring, just in time for spring break and Easter.
It's finally here. Tomorrow could be even better. Chief Meteorologist Chris Bailey is tracking temperatures. And Chris, what a great start to the week.
Sounds like Sam's a little bummed for not playing hooky today, huh? Listen, buddy, tomorrow's going to be your day if you want that. Work on the cough, my man. Let's look outside. Show you the nice weather that is continuing to come in. 60 degrees in Lexington. I want to focus on what's going on from Des Moines to St. Louis to Memphis. Notice those temperatures along the mighty Mississippi are right at 70 degrees or better. That is the air that we're going to get in on over the next couple of days. So 60 now, but again, we'll push close to 70 as we go into the next few days. Some areas may do it a little better than that. Live First Alert Defender, nothing going on. How do we look outside? 4 of our live sky cams across the Bluegrass region, all showing a similar scene. Beautiful blue skies over top of Lexington as of now. Barely a cloud in the sky that is showing up out there. Just overall beautiful weather, and that's going to continue for at least a couple more days. When I come back in a little bit, we will be tracking not only temperatures towards 70, but we're looking longer range toward that big Easter holiday weekend. We've got you covered with the full forecast that'll take you through Easter Sunday in just a bit.
Thank you, Chris. Kentucky wildlife officials are not ready to release any information about that mountain lion killed in Bourbon County by wildlife officers, citing the case still being an open investigation. But WKYT Investigates obtained hundreds of emails exchanged by Fish and Wildlife about the mountain lion. In those emails, the department sticks by its decision to kill the mountain lion. We talked to the landowner who first found the animal.
He darts into this brush pile and chases something up a tree, which I thought was probably a squirrel or a raccoon. Only I was on the back side of the tree. These great big paws come around about 30 feet off the ground.
Sam is at the live desk with our investigative reporter Miranda Combs with more on this story that she's working on for WKYT News at 6. Sam?
Thank you, Jennifer. So much interest about what happened with this animal. So, if memory serves me right, this is the first time that we have talked to the woman who found the animal on the property.
Right, Sam. My photographer and I went out there last week, and we really didn't know where this mountain lion was found. So we were asking around, and we came across a woman coming at us in a tractor, and we asked her, do you know where this mountain lion was found? And she's like, I found it. So we said, we need to talk to you. So that's how it happened.
Rather be lucky than good. Good.
Right.
So she showed you where all this happened.
She did. She has a large dog, and when she gets home every day, she runs the dog on her four-wheeler, and they go out along her property line and chase off coyotes and squirrels, and he chased something up a tree, like she said, and she had no idea. She thought it was a squirrel, but she was calm enough and didn't feel threatened enough to take some pictures, so that's kind of an interesting take on it.
So that was back in December when she found the animal, saw it on her property. We haven't really heard much from Fish and Wildlife since then, have we?
You know, and I talked to them a couple of times, and it's still an open investigation under law enforcement, so they don't need to talk about the case and can't talk about the case right now. But we were able to pull emails, hundreds of emails about the mountain lion that they had exchanged with each other and with outside sources. So it's very interesting to see their thought process and where they are right now with this.
All right, now you're going to go much deeper with this coming up on WKYT at 6 o'clock. Jennifer?
Thanks.
Recently, thousands of people stood outside for hours just to get into Rupp Arena for a night of music.
The annual Winter Jam event rolled into Lexington and once again had Rupp Arena filled for an event that relies little on advance ticket sales. WKYT's Phil Pendleton got an up-close look at this unique event.
In the shadow of the house Rupp built, thousands wait in chilly conditions.
I've probably waited in line here for about 4.5 hours.
Massive humanity, some who traveled many miles to spend most of their day simply waiting for a concert.
Because it's worth it. I mean, 10 bands in one night, you can't really pass that up.
Lexington is one of the most popular venues for the annual Winter Jam event. despite its date usually falling on the same day as a big UK basketball game.
That's why we're kind of like divided a little bit. This is their first concert, so it's like the best way to give them an experience what a concert's like.
Winter Jam is not like many concerts.
We got 10 bands tonight. You're about to hear Skillet for $1.
Veteran Christian artist New Song started Winter Jam 20 years ago, yet they're not the headliners.
It's almost like we're hosting a party. If I'm throwing a party at my house, I don't want to be the center of attention.
Many will tell you they came for the music. New Song says they'll leave with a powerful message.
There's something that's way above and beyond anything we can think of. And so it becomes obvious to us that this is something God's got his hand on, something he's doing.
Despite spending half their day just waiting to get in, few fans were complaining.
Because this only comes once a year, and it brings all the Christians in Kentucky and all over together so we can enjoy music and praise and worship God.
All for an event that doesn't require tickets. In fact, organizers say they're doing better without them. In Lexington, Phil Pendleton, WKYT.
Winter Jam has become one of the most popular concert events recently. This year, the artists have already performed in front of 700,000 people. It's a fabulous event in Lexington that showcases the beauty of a group of young ladies.
Our Deanne Stevens is out and about with more on the Miss Fantastic and Miss Fabulous pageant. Hey, Deanne.
Hey, good afternoon, guys. We are in preparation for a pretty cool event called Miss Fantastic and Miss Fabulous, and who would not want to be called Miss Fantastic, right? These two young ladies are reigning queens of Miss Fantastic and Miss Fabulous. That's hard to say. Tanya and Lucy are with us, and Tanya, you won 2 years ago. Talk about the pageant and why this is such a cool thing to be a part of.
I've always wanted to do a pageant, and I've always wanted to show my talent and show how I do speeches for Special Olympics and stuff, doing the interview questions, and just kind of just have fun on stage with my friends who do it, and it's a lot of fun.
And it helps you in preparation for being on television too, doesn't it?
Yes, it does, especially when I did the Special Olympics and stuff like that, speeches for them too. So.
And Lucy, you said you sang as your talent. Talk about the pageant and all the beautiful dresses and things you get to be a part of.
I think singing was my favorite part, but just being in a dress and getting to walk out on stage and having myself all done up, it just makes me feel like a princess. I feel like I feel really good looking like that.
Well, you look like a princess, my dear. Both of you do. Miss Fantastic and Miss Fabulous was part of a creation of this young lady. Morgan Fouts, who is with us. What is Miss Fantastic and Miss Fabulous all about?
Miss Fantastic and Miss Fabulous is an organization designed for girls who have special needs to compete in a really cool, safe environment and practice their social skills, interview skills, and personal communication, that kind of thing.
Okay, so right now the window is open for folks to get signed up. Can anyone participate?
Girls of Kentucky who have a special need, physical or cognitive, and it's from ages 10 and up. We have divisions available, and then we also have a princess division for girls ages 3 to 9, and they'll just come on stage as intermission.
So how do folks get signed up?
Yeah, you can go to our Facebook page, Miss Fantastic and Miss Fabulous, or you can email me directly at directorfantasticfabulous@yahoo.com.
All right, very cool event. I'm going to let Miss Fantastic and Miss Fabulous send it back to you guys. Say back to you guys.
Back to you guys.
Thank you, ladies. Comedy Central has named Trevor Noah as Jon Stewart's replacement on The Daily Show. The 31-year-old comedian is from South Africa. He was recently brought aboard as an on-air contributor. 2 months ago, Stewart unexpectedly announced he was leaving The Daily Show after 16 years. No official word on Stewart's departure or Noah's debut has been disclosed.
Finally, it's starting to look and feel like spring. It's a nice day.
It took forever to get here, didn't it?
Yes, it did.
I mean, we've been waiting and waiting, Chris, for that spring thing to happen, and finally it came.
Yeah, better late than never is what I always say. It's kind of like our winter guys. It got in late, and once it got into town, didn't want to leave town. Let's hope spring is going to do the exact same thing. We deserve it. You owe us, Mother Nature. A little look outside right now. Most thermometers right at 60 degrees across central and eastern Kentucky. Everybody with a little bit of blue sky showing up. Just a hint of some pancake clouds. They're very flat, showing up into parts of eastern Kentucky, but with the clouds, no precipitation. Live First Alert Defender. Folks, it is calm and it is clean. It will stay that way For a few more days, by the end of the week, though, we'll track some showers and thunderstorms, and I will do just that when I come back in a little later on, in about 15 minutes or so, guys.
Thank you, Chris. A mysterious piano, llama drama, and a G-rated peep show. It's the video that will have you talking. Take a look at this.
Okay, a musical mystery on a mountaintop has been solved. A news chopper spotted this lonely piano sitting atop the Santa Monica Mountains last week. No one knew how it got there. Well, it turns out the piano was used for a music video. The cinematographer says he and 4 others used a dolly and a rope to haul the 350-pound piano a mile up the trail last Tuesday. Yeah, and after the shoot, too dark to get the piano down, so they left it there, for at least for now.
Well, they're the llamas that captured the nation's attention last month when they made their great escape in Sun City, Arizona. They were chased all over town, and that chase became an instant internet sensation. Many people wanted to meet the 2 llamas, so their owners set up a special appearance over the weekend. But unfortunately, it will have to be their last public appearance. The USDA says the llamas' owners needed a license to showcase the animals, something the owners say they aren't willing to get.
Okay. The Wisconsin Art Center is expected to be quite a peepular destination in the coming weeks. That's right, peepular. It opened its annual Peep Show Sunday, one for the kids, of course. It features art from the community relating to the popular marshmallow candy. According to 50 pieces, they fill out the gallery, including video game Peep Man, a Peepzilla, and a scene from The Nightmare Before Peepsma. I don't understand any of that, but there you go. You have young kids. You can
artwork made out of peeps.
Okay, I guess that's the way it works. All right, it's a Monday. Much more to come now at 5 o'clock on WKYT.